Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the app. You can get this, I think, on the iPad, on Android devices, and I'm running it through Steam. And my two palms, as frequent viewers of the channel will know already, are very loud players, and it doesn't matter what room I'm in, they will follow me into said room and proceed to sound like they are killing themselves. Alright. So I thought we'd just take a quick overview of the app before we got into the setup. So when you run the app, you're going to have your new game. It's going to go in and it's going to ask you to select what scenario you want. Cycle of Eternity is the easiest. Escape from Innsmouth, Shattered Bonds, Rising Tide. And there might be more if you have the first edition of the game. Then you'll come here to select Investigators, and you'll select Investigators, and it'll only have Investigators available from your collection, as you'll see in a second. So since we haven't modified this at all, it only has the 8 Investigators that come with the second edition game. However, we come back out to the main menu, go to More, in My Collection, and go to Mansions of Madness First Edition products. We're going to put in that we have the first edition of the game. We have the Forbidden Alchemy set. And we have the Call of the Wild expansion. So now we have all these checked. And they've only got the one product right now for Mansion of Madness second edition. So now if we go to New Game, I don't think it has any extra... No, there are no extra scenarios. But if we go to Select Investigator, now we're going to see we have a truckload of characters to choose from. So we have the collection. For the option, there is some ambient music that I don't have turned on because it'll record in OBS and it'll record on my microphone. But there is some ambient music, and it actually is pretty cool. I'm going to leave the narration and the sound effects on, and hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. If it is, I'll turn it off later. Other apps, yeah. If you're into Battle Lore Command or Elder Sign Omens, you can get them here apparently. And board games, I don't know what happens if we click on these. Or it just takes you to the Fantasy Flight website. But that's really it for the basics of the app. We'll see once we get into setup that you use it to help set up the game. But it's really simple. The app is very easy to use. It's very pretty. I think they did a good job giving you a nice feel, even just looking at it, thinking, well, that's the mansion we're going to go investigate. If I would have had anything I would have done differently, I would like to have seen random mansions every time you load it. So next, we're going to go ahead and start with the setup.